welcome to another episode of Motivational Mondays, where we kick off your week with positivity, inspiration, and a little push to get you closer to your goals. I'm your host, Gina Zarina Queens, and today we're talking about something that everyone experiences but most people fear, and that is failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's actually a part of success. Every mistake, every setback, and every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back even stronger. As Henry Ford once said, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again. This time is more intelligently. So let's shift our perspective on failure and learn how to use it to fuel our success. And we're going to do that first by understanding why failure is necessary for growth. I know failure doesn't feel good in the moment. It can be frustrating, discouraging, sometimes even a little embarrassing. But the truth is, failure is one of the best teachers you'll ever have. Think about it. Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb, he once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Imagine if he had given up after the first few tries, right? The lesson here is every time you fail, you're one step closer to your success. So we want to just talk about how to overcome fear of failure. The fear of failure is what stops most people from even trying anything. But here's the thing, you only fail if you quit. Here's 3 ways, we can overcome, the fear of failure and start seeing it as a stepping stone instead of a roadblock. First and foremost, we want to reframe failure as feedback. So failure isn't like a sign that you're not good enough. It's feedback that shows you what needs to be improved or just done a different way, or what I'm trying to say is we learn from it and adjust, pretty much. And you have to, because sometimes things don't work out the way we always expect them or plan to or think how we think they're going to. So I wouldn't take it as failure as like such a bad thing. Just use it as feedback, like, oh, okay, well, so I guess like using the word failure is kind of like harsh if you want to think about it in a lighter way, but a lot of people take it so hard, like it is a failure, so just to throw it out there, just don't think so personally on you failed so hard. Just take it all in stride, look at the bigger picture, and finagle around and see how we can do this and just adjust. Secondly, I want you to embrace the process. Like I was just saying, just take it all in. And success doesn't happen overnight. The road to greatness is filled with trials, errors, tribulations, all kind of stuff. So but the more you fail, the closer you are to figuring out what works. So that's that. But number 3 is keep moving forward. Don't ever stop. Like the time that you stop, people don't even realize how this happens, but it's a lot of times you're right there. You're right there, right at the cusp of a breakthrough. And some people give up and and just take that moment of I hit a wall, and take that as I can't do it, or it was too much, or I failed, but really right past that wall is the shining light to everything you've been wanting and hoping for, and the completion of whatever you're trying to do. And just keep moving forward. Failure is so temporary. Success is built by those who refuse to give up, which leads me to my other quote from Winston Churchill. He says, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." If you keep going, failure will eventually lead you to success. And that is so true, because it's just like the building blocks, the building stones. You have to do that grinding. You have to grind. And the success part about it will be so much more rewarding when you get there. Because you're all the setbacks and stuff I had to do to get here. Trust me, you'll love it so much more and just appreciate the success so much more. And you'll be able to look back oh, that was kind of fun. It was hard in the moment, but when you think back on it, it's oh, that was kind of fun, or going through that was kind of challenging, but it made me learn some things about myself or the situation, so don't ever look at it as a bad thing if something doesn't work out. as you planned that first time. So what I'm leading into is how we're going to turn our failures into motivation is where I'm getting at. So the most successful people in the world have failed many times. Oprah was fired from her first TV job. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was finally accepted. And you know how big Harry Potter is. I'm a Harry Potter fan myself. So, what made them different was they didn't let failure define them. They let it drive them. Use that as motivation to keep you going. Like, people tell me, no, stop, don't do it. It's only just putting gas in my tank to rev it up. You know what I mean? Because, I just can't. I have to be able to see what I'm dreaming, what I'm thinking about, or things that I just enjoy or want to do come to fruition. So, whatever I have to do to make that happen in a positive way, that I will do it, And I have hit the wall on so many things so many times, but it just only gave me more gas to hit that second win and just keep going, pushing forward. And a lot of the times it was fun for me. It was really fun for me to look back on it I finally made it to the end point, and I look back on all the struggles I had to do to get there. I actually laugh at that stuff now and wow, and it made me more resilient, because now I know that any more challenges that I want to do or that come my way, that I'll be able to handle it directly and with ease, because certain other situations have pretty much prepared me. So the next time you face failure, remind yourself that it's just part of the journey. Henry Ford said, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again. So, this time only more intelligently. So just like I was saying, those other times gave me the fuel and just made me more prepared for the next challenges or whatever came up. So, just take what you've learned and use it, to come back even stronger. I want to leave you guys with a thought. Failure is not a stop sign. It's a stepping stone. Every setback is an opportunity to come back wiser, stronger, and better prepared. This week, I want to challenge you. Homework. I want to challenge you to take a step forward. Something you've been avoiding because you're afraid of failing. Whatever it is. Whether it's applying for a job, launching your business, or simply trying to do something new, just go for it. Don't wait, don't put it off, just go for it. Even if you fail or it doesn't work out how you think it's going to work out, just keep going. You'll be one step closer to getting it right. Trust me, you will be. And just remember what Winston Churchill said, success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. So be excited, you're on your journey road. Be happy about that, and just embrace it all. Keep going, and success will meet you on the other side, and it definitely will. So that's it for today for Motivational Mondays. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. I really appreciate it. All my new listeners, welcome, and thank you for joining us. All my returning listeners, you guys are so awesome. You guys are the bomb. I hope this episode inspires you to stop fearing failure and start embracing it as part of your growth. So I just want to remind you to keep pushing forward, learn from every failure, and never give up. Have an amazing week. I hope everybody's weekend was great, and I hope to see you next week. So unfortunately, we are out here live.